If you're wondering why I have a shell on his head, and also if this has anything to do with my movie, no, it's the Swedish post-apocalypse project thingy, whatever. You who know. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, slugs and metal slugs, and welcome to Gustav Making Stuff, where we are making this giant snail thing here. I'm still very busy with my own movie, but I will leave you with this at the moment. So let's get going, shall we? So, what you need is EVA foam, yoga mattress foam, pipe insulation foam, this green Christmas ornament things, styrofoam, newspaper, glue, free time, and other stuff.
So we're starting here with this concept I have made here for the snail here. And now I have done 2 circles here, almost 2 circles. I'm gonna take this foam here. It is a little bit dirty, but don't worry, we're gonna carve away stuff from it. So now I'm putting this together by having the hot glue gun, that is, it will melt through and doesn't glue to anything. You'll probably learn this the hard way. I did. Yeah, other glues also worked better for this maybe, but that's what I from blocks instead of massive stone blocks. And you see I've put a little the other side here. Now we're gonna have very long strokes here to make the shaping of the shell actually. But you see I'm doing this, or try to round the this curve out as much as I can. And now we're gonna go and do the inner angle, so I can just pop them up through it, and then have a little trench there to just peel up. Plus, I'm going to show you what we are going to do here. You can also carve this out of one big, but I think that's a little bit time consuming. So let's do my little technique here that I come to this thing. But first, we're gonna shave it a little bit more, so you see it actually starts to look more like a good bigger parts of the outside there. So you see now I have just cut in the inside there and just look like it has come out like a big cinnamon bun. And now we're actually going to take that straight edge there and shave it down so it will look more round here, because I don't have snail shells around me at this time of the year because it's cold as hell outside. And you see that's the more here, so very long little strokes. It's probably hard to see when I'm fasting forward here, but don't worry! So now when we have done that, I actually put on, more of the sides here. And if you wonder why this is stone, that gravestone is now this shell. So everything is coming full circle on this house of building stuff. There's rared with time. So now you see I'm just carving the things off here. And don't worry if it's not fitting exactly into each other in straight hands, because hands are a very good tool for creating stuff with your hands. If you don't have hands, they probably are going to be 3D printed away. If you haven't seen it, see it. So now we're taking 100 grade sandpaper here and sanding a little bit smoother around all the dirt here. Now I'm going to do papier-mâché here and putting a lot of it due to it. I first took it in the inner thing there, but then I realized it creates, so that's why I've chosen to just have it on top here to cover up the whole thing. By the way, this snail doesn't have a backside because I realized that I had to cut up the backside to operate it properly, and it is very difficult if you are having your head absolutely 100% locked into that thing. also hearing things. And see, we put the papier-mâché there. Also, newspapers are still a thing that we get every week here in the household I live in. Because there is a printed page, something, unless it will be highly, extremely collectible for some people that is collecting things. Anyway, so now we see this is a puppet pattern for a puppet head. You can download, as you saw me doing, writing it down there. So now we're going to do the inner part here, which will be the inside, the snail body, which is my arm. And now we take a little bit of a nail strip here and top of the hand, as you see there. And also we're going to make one for the thumb there also, so it will be easier to particular, but well, it works for what it's going to be used for. So now you see, I'm gonna start pushing the arches to make the head a little bit more. And now, the piping, isolationing, timing. Where I'm going to a camera and glue it back on, because this is really difficult to see, and putting this a little bit nail strip here, so it will actually hold its shape, because it's holding its shapes very, very bad picture. I draw in the beginning, and now we're gonna just glue it all around there. And also we're going to put on the lips, which is actually a smaller pipe insulation. One who is split, and just put it around and put the little Christmas ornament, or I think it is a frag. It's a ball! You can use a little ball. Now this is a glue gun ammunition, and I'm just gonna push that through the whole pointing finger of pointiness and pointing. So here is a little bit of a test here. Just this character motion from the snail. I think he's adorable. Big bucket of brown paint, which I still haven't run out of since 2015. I kind of frequently clean with a base paint of the very brown here, which is important if you're gonna make this kind of shell here, that you need to start dark, and now I actually have it be like individual, so it doesn't match up. So we're just gonna draw lines here through, because you have to make the very long lines, and they have to be not equally spaced apart, but they still have to need a little bit of a distance from each other, and some paint in it, so it doesn't so special lacquer or something. This is just normal wall paint you buy cheaply that you can have colors in. It's a shadow on the brown. So doing the exact same thing again. Snail will be seen on camera in the dark a little bit better. So you see I'm doing the edges there also. Now we have black paint, and also over and over again. And now you see it actually starts to look like a snail, who looks like they have like these kinds of layers going on around every shell, ring, or however they are, illusion or whatever has created the snails. They might be alien species coming here to take over the world very, very, very slowly. You know, they are called murder snails, some of them. Make it a little bit more interesting. And also, he started to look like a penis on the side of the head, so I had to change that so it doesn't look like so much like a penis anymore. So, here's some nice pictures, and I hope you like this, because